Our next speaker is going to be the next and continuing president of the New Hampshire Senate. This is an individual who has been serving this state for many, many years, has done a phenomenal job. I consider him a friend, and I look forward to calling him president of the Senate, Senator Chuck Morse.
The life of the Republican Party is definitely here today, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. I have not seen Governor Sununu that fired up ever, and that's just a great thing because you're all here today. So thank you very much. And Steve, I want to thank you because this started long before today. The fact that we're united as a party and what we proved we could do last fall as a party is so important. I have so many people coming up to me and saying, you know, we're acting like a team and I don't agree with everything, but I support you 100%, and that's what we need to do. You know, I went out yesterday and had my picture taken to support a candidate, and I got home and my wife said, "You're forced to smile." And I said, I force that smile every day to make sure that we elect good people. And the reality is, what I read this week is what the Democrats are going to run against us on in the New Hampshire Senate. And here it goes. They want a mandatory family leave act. Unlike Governor Sununu, who realizes businesses should make those decisions. Senator Felches can't even own up to the fact that he has an income tax attached to that Family Leave Act. The reality is Republicans can't let him forget that as we run to November. The next thing they want to run on is climate change. Let's start with an $800 million climate change carbon tax. Then, let's go to the fact that Governor Sununu was the only governor that could stand up in the New England region and say no to a 17-cent gas tax. Is there any wonder that Trump's going to win New Hampshire this time? And then they want to set a minimum wage. Governor Sununu just listed everything that's happening in New Hampshire. We're leading the Northeast. Millennials want to live in New Hampshire. We have immigration in New Hampshire. Our income is far exceeding our predictions in New Hampshire, and we're going to change the way we're doing business. I'm telling you, it's absolutely wrong. And when we go into these elections this fall, the most important thing Republicans can do is remind the public that they are voting on income taxes and sales taxes, and we will never support those. Thank you very much.
Senator Morse, soon to be President of the Senate. And now it's my great honor to call to the stage somebody that I've known for many years, somebody who's working in the trenches to make sure that all the cats in the House get herded in the right direction, and that is in the direction of supporting the governor and his vetoes. Soon to be the new Speaker of the House, Representative Dick Morse. Hinch.
Chuck and I are together a lot. But I am Dick Hinch, and that is Chuck Morse.
You had to give him a line.
Well, good morning, everyone. Is there anyone here who does not like the New Hampshire advantage? There you go. That's the buzzword. Hell no. I'm going to a couple times. I want to start by saying, and picking up on something that both the governor and Chuck said. No one, not one single person in this state should ever underestimate the resolve of a united Republican Party. We are blessed, we are very blessed to have Governor Sununu as our governor leading the charge. He is indeed a rock star. He may even be on the stage accepting an Oscar next week. He certainly would get one from me. But what we need to do is to take the excitement that we have today and we have to bring it forward, and we have to get our neighbors, our friends, our co-workers, our relatives, if we like them, anyone that you can convince to vote for Republicans, because we are the future of New Hampshire. And if your neighbor won't buy into that and wants to vote the other way, just snowblow into the yard the next door. Kidding. I want to give you some examples of some of the craziness that is happening with bills this year, some of which is a rinse, wash, repeat from last year. A new one. We're going to have a tax on ski area tickets. We're going to have, if they get their way, a sales tax on electronic devices. We're going to have a surcharge on single-use plastics. Thank you. We're going to have a reduction of paper receipts at the cash register. Okay. Now, I have one for you. Their signature carbon tax. They love it. The Democrats love it. It came out of committee with the Democrats voting unanimous. Republicans naturally are more sane, and they voted the other way. It came to the floor. And you know what they did? They all loved it. They loved it. But they tabled that bill. And do you know why they tabled that bill?
They're cowards.
I haven't quite figured out why they tabled that bill, but I'm here to tell you, the governor would have vetoed that bill quicker than you can say the word veto. This week I heard that they want to pay prisoners minimum wage. Hell no is right. They committed a crime, and we're going to pay them to sit in prison? I don't think that dog will run. We need to get together, stay together. You know, I have to tell you, it really sucks being in the minority. Been there 3 times, okay? This year it feels like I'm one of those guys with the broom and the shovel and behind the parade, okay? It's not fun. But you know something? In 2020 election, it will be fun because all of us, every single one of us here today, are going to get so charged up. We're going to have our Rice Krispies and snap, crackle, and pop. We're going to get everything moving, and we're going to vote Republican, and we are going to take over the majority in the House, in the Senate, in the Executive Council. We're going to put Governor Sununu back in the corner office. We are going to absolutely make sure that Trump is our president. You know, Donald Trump, some may have some issues with some of the things that he says. I don't. He was hired to do a job. Everybody wanted him to drain the swamp. Well, the problem is the swamp doesn't want to be drained. There's a bunch of alligators that are swimming around trying to take a bite out of him every chance they get. We have to stand behind the president. We have to re-elect him for the future of our country. Now, how do we do it? We have to go out there, like Papa Sununu said, and we have to talk, talk, talk. We can't just talk to ourselves. We have to talk to everyone on the outside. We have to make sure the message is getting out. Unfortunately, the media, and by the way, I respect them all, I love them all, but when you're in the minority, your message doesn't always get out. And I understand that. We put out press releases, daily or weekly on some of the craziness that's happening, to try to bring attention to what's going on in our state. But we need your help. We need to make sure that you're passing the word around, that you're getting your neighbors, friends, co-workers excited, as I said a few minutes ago. We have to stay together. We have to be the party of resolve. The governor vetoed 57 bills in this last session. And we stood together. As a matter of fact, we sustained all of his vetoes, other than 2. And for the most part, we were able to keep the caucus together because of the great leadership team that I'm blessed to have in the House. And we had 100% votes. That is really something. Now they're going to come and try to grab our guns. The gun grabbing bills from last year are back again. And the governor will veto them again. And we will stand strong and united together, and we will sustain his veto, and we will send a message. The New Hampshire advantage includes Second Amendment rights. So in closing, because Steve just gave me the hook, he wants to stay on schedule. I'd love to keep talking to you and get you excited, okay? Because I love those hell no's. But hell yes, let's stay together. Let's stay together. Let's talk, 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 and let's be successful in 2020 so that we all can continue to enjoy the New Hampshire advantage. Thank you very much.
Croc TV.